Hi, Jos. Are you guys pretty keen to get back up and running? Obviously, disappointing result first time is the best thing for you to get back out on that pitch and have another crack.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been good for us, I think, to have a few days. We've had a couple of really good days preparation yesterday and today. And yeah, everyone's desperate to get out and put in a really good performance.
And then, how would you describe the sort of the feeling in the group? Is there a hunger there to probably get started and sort of sweep that one behind you a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Very much looking forward. We know we didn't play as well as we can in the last game, and you're always desperate to put that right, both individually and as a team. So there's plenty of hunger in the group, and we're excited to get back on the field.
Can I ask you about the field, quite literally? A bit of talk about the outfield. It obviously is a minor concern. We know Jonathan Trott was in here the other day, not too happy with it. From your practices you've had out there, do you have any concerns about it at all?
A few. I think it is poor, in my own opinion. I think any time you're sort of talking about being careful diving, or sort of maybe be careful when you're fielding, so it goes against everything you want to be as a team. You want to dive through a row of houses to save a run. So that's obviously not ideal. The way the surface is, the outfield, but we won't use it as an excuse. We'll adapt to it. But certainly if you feel like you're having to hold yourself back, is not a place you want to be as a team or player or in a World Cup match.
Looking at the Mudgee incident in particular, do you have concerns that the players could get injured, that there's a problem? You've got players in your team who've had unfortunate things happen to them before.
Yeah, and injuries can happen at any time, can't they, on any surface? But I think it's definitely one where you're going to have to be a little bit careful, which isn't what you want to be doing, playing for your country. You want to put your body on the line and be trying to save every single run or have confidence in the field. So it's not as good as it could be or should be, but it's going to be the same for both teams. The wicket looks fantastic, so and as I said, we're hungry to get out there and play well, so we won't be using it as an excuse. We'll just have to be a bit smart, I think.
Okay, last one for me, just on Ben. Obviously, he missed out last time. He's had two reasonably long hits out there, but maybe looks quite not tracking for match fitness just yet.
Yeah, probably unlikely. It's good to see him back in the nets and building. Back towards full fitness, but probably unlikely for tomorrow.
Jos, could you just tell us a bit about the pitch? Obviously, here historically, I think it's favoured seamers a little bit more. Is that an option for you to change the balance, bring an extra seamer in for a spinner potentially?
Yeah, it's definitely an option. I've played here in the IPL just gone, and there can be some good pace and bounce in the wicket. So certainly we'll have those discussions, and we've got fantastic options within the squad to put out different lineups with a different balance, and certainly something we'll consider.
And just with the seamers, are there any concerns about the run-up areas themselves? I saw a couple of players were sort of running over them and testing them out earlier.
Yeah, I think again the same is just getting that level of trust. Certainly guys tearing in and trying to bowl fast. They need that confidence in the run-up. So I think probably take guys a couple of balls probably to get used to it. But they're professionals; they'll adapt.
Yeah, Jos, you have quite earlier experience about this stadium and this outfield. How do you see the difference from IPL and from now? You have inspected the outfield also. The other thing is that Livingstone has also played in the same outfield and in the same pitches. So how will you gain the experience of earlier matches in this stadium?
Yeah, so the outfit's different to when we played here in the IPL. But there's a couple of guys who played one or two games here. I think I played in a game about 10 years ago. So trying to remember. But we'll adapt, and we have those discussions. We always very sort of proactive with sort of talking in small groups and around sharing experiences, and then obviously all cricket is about adapting on the day.
Hi, Jos. First of all, is the consideration of the outfield, does that play any part in whether or not to play Ben, or is it just completely on where he is fitness-wise at the moment?
No, just completely on where he is.
And I know, I mean, you're behind the stumps, but can you just talk a bit about how difficult is it as far as your instincts go when you're fielding? Is it hard to stop yourself? Like, do instincts, can they take over, basically?
Yeah, I think naturally you want to be instinctive in the field. If you see a ball, you want to dive for it. So it's unique, I think, to be honest. And I know it's going to be the same for both teams, but if you're having to sort of hold yourself back, it's not quite. You shouldn't have to feel like that. I don't think so. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, no one on either side picks up an unfortunate injury.
Hi, Jos. There's been a bit of thing between Bangladesh and England whenever it's in the World Cup. We have seen in the past. Are you guys worried about the fact that there's a probable threat from Bangladesh, especially in the World Cup?
No, not at all. We've had some excellent games against Bangladesh. A very good team, and we respect every team that we play against. And in World Cup matches, you expect really tough opponents and tough fixtures.
Take 3 more, gentlemen here, am I right?
Hi, Jos. So after the last match, Rahmanullah Gurbaz made one of the observations that, this particular wicket is not one for playing cross-batted. He said very vehemently that, even though he could have played those shots, he was quite frustrated, that his teammates went for it early on. It's one of those wickets, where you need to be a little bit calmer in your approach. Your team, being the aggressive approach team that it has been over the years, do you think this sort of poses a challenge to you in the upcoming game against a side that has a lot of slower bowlers?
Yeah, obviously that's one individual's take on the wicket. No, we always go into the game with being prepared, but with an open mind to react to what comes down, react to the conditions on the day, and like I say, encourage guys to be positive. So we don't go in with too many preconceived ideas about things like that.
Just the other day, the pitch sort of played a little slow, which was uncharacteristic for a Dharamshala wicket. So does that sort of go into your game plan leading into the game? Because usually Dharamshala has been better for the quicker bowlers, but it's sort of the first game sort of started a little slow.
Yeah, as I said, it's about reacting on the day. I think we can sit here and talk for ages about what might happen or what the wicket might play like. And the skill of the game is working that out very quickly as soon as the match starts and playing accordingly.
Last question in the corner here.
And just Bangladesh have won their first match in the World Cup, and surely they are morally in high positions. And England have lost their first match in the World Cup. Surely they are in the downside. Do you think that that is not a ideal situation to face Bangladesh in terms of England perspective?
Yeah, both teams have only played one match, so we're very confident as a team. We know we can play better than we did in the last game, and we look forward to putting in a good performance tomorrow.
Here we go. Thank you.